Luke chapter 18, verse 9. And he spoke this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves, that they were righteous, and despised others. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. This lesson is kind of a spinoff of my last lesson, and it really goes into really imperfection and acknowledging imperfection. Okay? Perfection is only with Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Okay? And getting change. All right? But until then, we got to deal with this flesh. We got to deal with going off. Okay? And we have to understand that we are not enough ourselves to make it into the chariot, man. We don't got it together like that, man. Okay? There's a reason why Yahweh came down here and sacrificed. All right? Because you ain't got it all together, man. So this is a good spirit to be in and to meditate upon. All right? Let's go back to Luke chapter 18, verse 9. And he spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves. Keyword, they trusted in themselves. Okay? That they were righteous and despised others. 2 men went up into the temple to pray. The one a Pharisee, the other a publican. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, Yahweh, I thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican. I fast twice in a week. I give tithes of all that I possess. And the publican, standing afar off, would not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven. Right, he was humble. Right? He understood that, look, I ain't got it all together, man. I'm not going to walk around pretend like I got it all together. Because that's not a good spirit to be in, man. He was in a contrite spirit like, man, I need help. Okay? Well, that's you. That's us. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand that, man. I don't care how many scriptures you think you know. I don't care how much you have done in this truth. It doesn't matter. You still are in this flesh. You still mess up. You still have wicked thoughts that you fall victim to at times. Okay? This is a spiritual warfare. This is a battle, man, in the spirit, man. All right? So let's read that again. Verse 13. And the publican standing afar off would not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven. But smote upon his breast, saying, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, be merciful to me, a sinner. Right, and we're all sinners, man. Okay? The only thing that covers our sin is Yahweh's sacrifice, if we believe on Yahweh. Okay? If you're doing the work. All right? If you're flipping the money that was given to you by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Other than that, man, you a sinner, man. You know? The scriptures talk about if a man walk around and say and act like he don't have no sin, man, then the truth is not in him. So if you claim the truth is in you, you have to acknowledge this. Okay? Meaning you got to be humble, man. You got to be like that publican, man. Like, look, you know, I mess up. I need mercy. And we need it no matter how many videos you've done, no matter how many times you went on the highways and byways, you still need that mercy. You still got to walk in that spirit, man. All right? Straight up. Let's go to verse 14. I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. Let's read that again. I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. Okay? This is Yahweh speaking. Okay, so if Yahweh is saying this, then you know in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Father, okay, what he expects. Okay? He don't want you walking around proud because you learned some scriptures, because you uploaded 500 videos. He don't want you walking around proud. Okay, he wants you to have faith and be bold and have your confidence, but that's two different things. Okay, because even like I said, through you doing those 500 videos, through you, doing the work, going on highways and byways, through your charity and all those different things, you don't mess up. You don't fall victim to the flesh. Of course you do. Of course you do. You don't have wicked thoughts? Of course you do. Of course we do. We all do. I do. Okay? That you should be very, very ashamed of. Now, you shouldn't let it cast down your confidence. Okay? But see, Yahweh Shai wants you to approach them a certain way. Really think about what they're saying. He wants you to approach them a certain way within details of humility and not proudness. Okay? You're not supposed to be so contrite and so ashamed that you don't go to the Lord. That means you have no faith. You see that? That's how that goes. Okay, it says, For everyone that exalt himself shall be abased, and he that humble himself shall be exalted. Right. So you got to humble yourself. Come to Yahweh Shem Shah humble. All right. And Salaki, if y'all hearing the sound in the background, somebody, Satan, mowing the lawn or blowing something, it's super loud. So if y'all hearing it, that's what that is. All right. From there, let's go to Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. For by grace are you saved through faith, and not of yourselves. Right. Not of yourselves. Not because you so damn great. Okay. Not because you did all this, but by faith. You hear that? And that not of yourselves, it is the gift of Yahweh Shem Shai, not of works, lest any man should boast. And that guy, he was doing it, that Pharisee, when he prayed, he was doing that, man. He was boasting about what he's done. I did this, I fasted, I did this, I'm giving tithe. You're not supposed to do that, man. First of all, the Lord knows if you tithe. The Lord knows if you fasted, man. You ain't got to repeat that to him or what you've done. All right? That's not a good spirit to have. Okay, neither should you repeat that to the brothers of what you've done, man. It says let another man praise you. You don't praise yourself. Okay, that's part of humility. All right. So really, when you meditate about this, man, you really understand, like, whoa, like how Shai sacrifices where it's at. Okay, you got to understand it. It's not you, man. You're not that great. Yahweh Shai is. Okay, Yahweh Shem Shai is. You got to understand that. That's what we leaning on. Not our flesh and not we just so great, man. It's our faith here. The just shall live by faith, as the scripture says. All right. From there, let's go to 1 John chapter 1, verse 9. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. Right, man. Okay. That man, that publican, was in the spirit of confession. All right. He was in the spirit of confession, his faults. Not acting like he was all that, man. Okay. All right. Because no matter how many good things you do as an individual, you still do bad things. Okay. You're still not good enough on your own. But like I said, you got guys walk around because they learn some scriptures. All of a sudden, they good enough on their own. By their own means to make it in the chariot, because the Most High looking down on you and say, oh, you just so smart. No, man, that's not what's going on. Get that through your head. Whoever, because you got some brothers, I'm sure that demon mess with them, man. So you got to really get that out of your mind. That's not a righteous spirit to have. From there, let's go to James chapter 4, starting verse 6. But he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, Yahweh resist the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. Right, that grace, man, to cleanse you. All right? Submit yourselves, therefore, to Yahweh Shem Shai. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Right. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. That's a demonic spirit. That proud spirit, man, like you somebody, man. Okay? You so proud that you forgot about Yahweh Shai. It's just you. No, you gotta be covered by his blood, not your own dirty ass blood. Straight up, man. Verse 8. Draw nigh to Yahweh Shem Shai, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands. Look at that cleanse again. Cleanse your hands. So go back to 1 John chapter 1, verse 9. It's saying the same thing here. Read it again. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. Right. So you want to be cleansed, you got to come to Yahweh Shem Shai the right way. Okay. You want to draw nigh, you got to come to Yahweh Shem Shai a humble way. All right. Back at James 4, verse 8. Draw nigh to Yahweh Shem Shai, he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands. Right. That confession. All right. Like that publican was doing when he was praying. You got to be honest. You got to be real with Yahweh Shem Shai. It says, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Right. That's how you do it, man. You come to serve the Lord, man. You got to come to serve the Lord in the spirit of humility, understanding that it ain't by you how you going to get out of here, man. But it's through the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai and through your faith that sacrifice means what it means. Okay, you got to believe that. You got to believe in that sacrifice. That's another thing, man. You can't just talk about, oh, yeah, he came down, went on the cross, blah, 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 blah. But you don't understand the meaning of that sacrifice. Okay, it's a big deal to understand that. Let's go to Psalm chapter 34, verse 18. The Lord is nigh to them that have a broken heart. Okay? Did I just read in James chapter 4, verse 8? Draw nigh to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he will draw nigh to you. All right. So let's go back to Psalms 34, verse 18. The Lord is nigh, that same word, unto them that have a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. And that publican had that. He had a contrite, sorrowful spirit, man. Okay? He's begging for mercy. Okay? Because he understood that he wasn't enough. He needed help. Okay? When you need mercy like that, you understand that, look, what I got ain't enough, but I'm begging for mercy. I'm begging for you to pick me up in the spirit, man. I want to serve you, Lord. I want to serve you. Even though I'm, I'm lowly, I'm low, So that contrite spirit is a regretful, sorrowful spirit, meaning you're sorry about what you've done. Okay? That's what that's talking about. Okay, so when you walk around like you ain't did shit, that's a problem to your Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Okay, you full of yourself, man. You guys are full of themselves. All right? Verse 19, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. Right, man. So we get afflicted many times of many. It says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered him out of them all. Right, the contrite, man. All right? The one that's sorry, the one that's begging for mercy, that understands that it's not through us that we go make it on the chariot and be kings and be immortal forever, man. All right? Verse 20, he keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. Right, he has mercy. He gives you that grace. He gives grace to the humble. So really meditate upon this lesson, man. It's very, very important to understand what's being said in this lesson here, man. Really apply this to your mind, man. Okay? From now on, approach Yahweh Shem Yahushua and more of that spirit of the publican, man. You need help. You still need help, no matter what you know, no matter how many lessons you've done and blah, 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 blah. Don't matter. You still mess up. You still go off. And you still do wicked things. And we have to acknowledge that in this walk to receive that grace and mercy, man. Okay, all the way down to the end until we ain't got to sin no more. We ain't got to have a wicked thought no more. That's going to come when Yahweh shall come, when we are changed. All right? So with that, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakah, Quadash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the Elder Great Millstone. And shalom to you, Akim, out there that's doing truth and sincerity. Shalom.